We all know the power of a good story. A story can draw us in, transport us to a new place, stimulate your emotions, and open your mind to new possibilities. But did you know that storytelling is the most powerful tool in your Change Leaders Toolkit? Stay tuned. I'm going to share with you why storytelling is so important and the one story that every leader needs to have to ensure that those new activities and behaviors stick. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Dawn Marie Turner, President of Turner Change Management and creator of the Readiness Mindset. Storytelling often gets a bad rap, especially in business. It's equated with spinning, being less than honest. And how many of you as kids were taught not to tell a story when you were describing an event or explaining what happened? Yet our lives and your organization are shaped by its stories. Whether it's the story of how you pulled a failing area out of the fire to recapture market share, or it's the stories that your employees are sharing in the cafeteria, at the water cooler, or over Zoom meetings about what they really believe about your company values and where the company is going. Stories are shaping and reshaping your organization every day. One study found stories are to an organization what precedent cases are to the judicial system. Even who we are, our personality is based on our stories. Dr. Louis Madrona, the author of The Neuroscience of Self-Transformation, notes that we don't have a personality or psychological traits that live within us. What we have are stories, the stories we tell ourselves consciously and unconsciously, the stories we tell about who we are, our characteristics, our beliefs, our roles, and our beliefs and expectation of those roles in any given situation. The benefits and value of storytelling to enable change, I don't think you can really overstate it. We have used stories for tens of thousands of years to shape and interpret our world. Scientists have found cave drawings depicting stories that are as much as 40 to 50,000 years old. Yet today, in the name of efficiency, with email, text messaging, and other instant forms of communication, the emphasis has shifted on just getting information out there and less on the way people learn and make sense of the information they do receive. And as a result, you may be overlooking and undervaluing storytelling and its importance as a tool in your change leadership toolkit. Our brain doesn't retain facts. It notes and stores all information and experiences as stories. Think about any event that has occurred in your life. Someone cuts you off on the way to work. You don't just relay the facts. You create a narrative around that event with all of the emotions that go with that event. That's why you can feel and re-feel and experience over and over again, even though you're not physically present in that moment anymore. Neuroscience is now confirming the importance and benefits of storytelling for us as human beings. One of the most important benefits, unlike that email that you're going to give and they're going to read, which is going to stimulate one or two sections of the brain, storytelling, the conversations, engaging in those narratives allows us to engage all aspects of our brain. Another benefit is that a story lets you see two opposing views at the same time. That's what happened when a leader during a particularly tense meeting shared her story. As she told her story, you could see people relax. The tension dissipated. When she had finished, people had a new understanding of the issue. They could see multiple perspectives. They understood the history and were now open to exploring new options and working together. One of my favorite books on storytelling is by Annette Simmons, A Story Factor. In it, she reminds us that facts are neutral until we give them meaning, and that we don't make decisions on the facts. We make decisions on the meaning we give to those facts. And that when you give the facts first, you give people the opportunity to create that meaning, and then they can distort your facts to their worldview. But when you meet people where they are, and the facts are shared through story, they can connect emotionally. And that helps them interpret and make sense of the new possibility and creates a shared meaning for those facts. Storytelling also helps you to analyze a situation more fully. Because stories use our whole brain, we can share, see, and experience different perspectives or possibilities through conversations and stories. And I've experienced this many times, and maybe you have too. You're stuck trying to find a solution to a problem, and you're having a completely unrelated conversation with someone, and there it is, that aha moment. Those connections have been made, and you know exactly what the next step will be. I've never had one of those aha moments through email. Although a variety of stories will be needed and created, shared throughout your change process, there is one story that's critical to enabling sustainable change: the intended outcome story. The intended outcome story is more than a vision, more than a strategy or a statement, and it's an essential element to enable any change, whether in your own life or your organization. What makes an intended outcome story so powerful is that it helps us to visualize, to feel what that outcome is before we embark on the transition. Therefore, it helps to reduce the uncertainty, the fear of the unknown. And it also helps us to see opportunities that you may otherwise filter out. I share the power of the outcome story in another video, and I will put the link to that video in the show notes below. Storytelling is part of your organization. It's the way we make sense of everything. As one researcher noted, we know more about our world through our stories and conversations than we do from direct experience. So the next time you're about to hit send on that email or give a presentation that just gets the information out there and leaves it up to the recipients to shape its story, ask yourself, how can I use storytelling, conversation to help shape the story, to create meaning and a shared understanding to help my team navigate the journey we need to take? I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to learn more about our outcome story retreats and using storytelling to enable change, reach out. Let's have a conversation. Bye for now.